Hello and welcome to recording 4 of 5 for the designs in my free verse poem set. The design we'll be talking about this time is this one here, which says, "Through the swirling void of my mind, I seek to find the person who is me." And this design, rather than being a translation of this quote put to an artwork, I drew the artwork first, meaning I started with the colorful canvas and then I put in the circles and tried to form them into a poem. And I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second, because my art is indeed a language. And let me make this bigger. So here we have our poem. So anyway, you read this script starting at the bottom and you go counterclockwise, like a time traveler going back in time. And there's also this little start marker here that is shown right there. And that tells you where the start is. And it points directly to this first word. So we're going to start here and we're going to just flow around this way. So this is the reading order. Bottom, counterclockwise, and that's noted here. So here we have our first letter, which is a TH, a circle on the line of the word circle. So there'll be a TH. And then we have this shallow divot. So letter stems can be divots or completed circles. The completed circle can be on the line of the word circle, like this one here, or it can be inside the word circle, like this one here. So here's a circle on the line, whereas here's a circle inside the word circle, and then divots, shallow divots and deep divots. Shallow divots are this row, deep divots are that row, and then we have dots and lines. So here's our first divot stem. Shallow divot with 3 dots makes it an R. Then we have an O inside the word circle, a U line going outwards, a G with 1 line on it, and then an H with 2 lines. So that would be through. And then we have this word here, and this is done in a more typical fashion where this word is unraveled. Typically this would connect back up here and make a nice circle, hence it being circles. We have our actual word circle here, starting at the bottom. We have a TH and then an E, TH, and then E. Vowels are little guys. The U has a line going outwards, an I has a line going inwards towards the middle of the word circle, and then A's, E's, and U's don't have lines but instead have different positions. So this is an E because it's centered on the line of the word circle or in the middle of a consonant stem. So the, and then we have this word, which is the word swirling. A shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines makes the S. This line passes through the S and ends on the NG. So it doesn't count on the S because it passes through, and lines count where they end on a letter stem. Then we have 1, 2 lines is a W, then an I line going inwards, R, 3 dots, L, 3 dots, I line going inwards, and an NG is like the TH but with 3 lines. So swirling, void, 1 line, O, I, D, 3 dots, so void. And then we have this word, which has 1, 2, 3 lines on the F with an O attached. Now typically you'd read this F and then O because consonants are read before vowels in a letter stack. However, there is 1 slash through the O, and each slash through an O moves it up 1 letter in the stack. So that would be an O before the F, so of. 1, 2, 3 lines on the M, and then Y has 2 dots. So 2 dots, 3 lines. So my, and then we have 1. So here, okay, so this is tricky because we have a letter stack that doesn't look like a letter stack. So this here passes through it. So this line doesn't count anywhere on this stuff. It's just kind of like a little sentence circle holding these guys in. But this white line here has 1, 2, 3 lines on it. So M, I, line going inwards, and then we have this deep divot here with 1, 2, 3, 4 dots, and that would be the ND. So M-I-N-D, so mind. So through the swirling void of my mind. And in this first bit, I really wanted to, play with some of the swirl, so I made this sort of black swirly background, which may or may not have been inspired by the aesthetic of the Void Soul from Hollow Knight, which is a video game I'm really fond of. So yeah, Void Heart. Yes, that one. Anyway, the swirly void stuff. So yeah, yay video game inspired art. But also, through the swirling void of my mind, I seek to find the person who is me. I think a lot of people do have questions and confusion, and part of their life is trying to figure out who they are, what their thoughts are, what to do about them, who is me. My mind is a mess of swirling chaos of emotions and things and stuff. And I wanted to have this kind of start with disorder. None of my circles are circly here. There's swirls, there's swoops, and there's this junk. And then it becomes kind of more together, confined and bright and light, and it all flows to find me, who is me, which I made centered and looking kind of like a target. That's the goal. You want to find who is me. And I did another thing in this next section here, which I'm about to read, which here we have the center bit, which is kind of the focus, and it's a WHO and then an IS. So who is this middle bit. So who is, so this is mind, period. Who is me? Question mark. So who is me? Could be the question, but if we look carefully around the edges, we see this little junk, which is I seek to find the person. So an I, little guy going towards the middle, space, S, 1, 2, 3 lines, E, E, K, seek, T, O, then 1, 2, 3 lines on the F, I, here's another 1, 2, 3, 4 dot ND, just like the ND in mind, then a TH, E, the, then we have 1, 2, 3, no, that's just 2, 1, 2, I can count 2 lines on a P, then the E is inside it, R has 1, 2, 3 dots, S has 1, 2, 3 lines on it, O, and then an N, so person. I seek to find the person. And I chose that mostly to fill the space, not gonna lie, just because I needed a couple more words that kind of fill in the space here before the who is me. But I seek to find the person really felt right because I don't know, it felt right. Who is me? And then 1, 2, 3 lines on the M, and then the E inside it. And then I ended it with a question mark, 2 dots. Just because, again, that felt right and it looked right. And I put me both as a focal and a center point and in the background. So yeah, that's that poem. I'm really happy with it. Yay, trying to artistically, make a thing about trying to find yourself in a swirling void of chaos and emotion and things and stuff. So yeah, I hope you like it. Bye.